How did Fidel Castro affect Cuba's education system? How did Fidel Castro affect Cuba's education system? This question takes us back to the early 1960s, a time of major change in Cuba. Fidel Castro believed education was essential for building a new society. One of his most significant achievements was the fight against illiteracy. In 1961, Castro launched a national literacy campaign. This campaign aimed to teach reading and writing to all Cubans. It was a massive effort that involved around 100,000 volunteers. These volunteers traveled to rural areas to reach those who had never had access to education. The results were remarkable. The illiteracy rate dropped from about 23% to less than 4% within just 1 year. After this success, the Cuban government focused on expanding educational opportunities. Thousands of new classrooms were built across the country. Programs called Círculos Infantiles, or children's circles, were created to support early childhood education. This was a significant step towards ensuring that young children received a solid educational foundation. Castro's government also developed special education programs for students with disabilities. This reflected a commitment to inclusivity and equality in education. Castro viewed education as a tool to combat foreign influence, especially from the United States. He believed that education could uplift the poor and marginalized in society. Teachers were seen as the great army of education, tasked with transforming Cuban culture. They were expected to instill revolutionary values in their students. Education was not just about learning facts, it was about creating a new national identity. The educational reforms of the 1960s aimed to promote social justice. Castro wanted to eliminate discrimination and provide equal opportunities for all citizens. This vision aligned with the broader goals of the Cuban Revolution, which sought to create a fairer society. Education became a means to foster unity and solidarity among Cubans. In the context of the Cuban Missile Crisis, which occurred in 1962, education played a role in shaping public opinion. Castro used education to rally support for the revolution during this tense period. He wanted to ensure that Cubans understood the importance of defending their sovereignty. Fidel Castro's impact on Cuba's education system in the 1960s was transformative. He led a successful campaign to eliminate illiteracy, expanded educational infrastructure, and introduced inclusive programs. Education became a central element of Cuba's revolutionary culture and identity. This era is remembered for its ambitious social reforms and the collective spirit that drove the nation toward progress in education.